All right, to all my people who still watch wrestling, this is another episode of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. A special episode of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. I don't know whether to call this episode 19 or just our prediction show, because this episode is exclusively for what's about to happen Monday with Raw debuting on Netflix. So it's another episode of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. I'm Steve Dent. As you can see, Shaq is here. I'll get his Jacob Fatu on with the I Love Solo.
I love you so long.
We're gonna talk about all of that here in a second.
Let's get the intro. Let's get straight to the info. What's poppin', people? What's up with you, baby?
So let's get to it, man. You know we don't waste time, man. So
Yes,
let's get straight to it, man. Like we said, man, Raw is debuting on Netflix on Monday, man. It's one of the biggest events of the year, and we're only by Monday it'll be 6 days into the new year.
We don't know when it's coming out, but it'll be out before Monday, though.
Yeah, it'll be out before Monday for sure.
Before we start, I can see that the NFL showed that it can be done. Did your stream anything buffer at all on Christmas during any of the games?
I didn't watch NFL on Christmas, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Damn, man, I did. I was locked in.
I just believe that's the NBA's day, man.
No, I agree. I agree, but I had the NBA on the laptop and the NFL on the. Then when all the games was blowouts anyway, so I put on football.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It just ain't feel right, man. And the NBA games were so good. I'm like, well, shoot, I don't.
And with Queen Bee performing, I damn sure had to have that game on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, you already know.
Ain't nobody want no food. Everybody was watching it riding on the horse.
Right, Beyonce, yeah, man. So, let's get to it, man. So, like we already said, man, Raw debuts on Netflix Monday, one of the biggest events of the year. The card is stacked. So
I would say ever, not even of the year. Like,
you think this is WWE's biggest event ever?
No, I said one of the biggest
ever. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's I think it's in the top 5 of like monumental moments in WWE history. It's in the top 5. Might be top 3 for real.
I can't argue that.
It's I just hope. My fault for cutting you off. I just hope with the way that the content is presented on there, because like if they just put archived all the Raws on there like I told you earlier. I hope they move all their content earlier so there can be no ads on their archive content. You don't know how good it feels just to go to an episode and hit play, and the episode plays. Like, if I'm fast forward to a certain segment, I have to watch 3 ads before I get to the final segment of what I need to watch. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It reminds me of the old WWE Network with no ads. Just go to exactly what you want to watch and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it all depends on the type of plan you got, too, because you got the $20 or the $6 plan for Netflix.
6.
Yeah, I got 6, too, so I'm hoping.
Yeah,
once I saw they was doing 20, I downgraded to 6.
Brother, we are school teachers, brother. We teach.
But it's four. We know it's gonna be more than 4 matches on this card. It's 3 hours long, but it's 4 main matches that they are highlighting and showcasing, and it's the ones we're gonna talk about today. So here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna make our predictions for the 4 matches that we know about, and then after that, we're gonna have some bonus time. We got some bonus questions. We teachers, so we got bonus questions, right? Here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna make a list of predictions each. And if we get something right, it would count towards our win-loss record.
Okay.
Now, if we get a prediction wrong.
Shout out to our OG Willie, man. I third member here. He with us in spirit. He couldn't be here tonight, man, but he with us in spirit. Hold your head, Will Dog, man. We love you, baby.
Love you, bro.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get his predictions too, so I'm gonna make a separate post.
No, this is 1-on-1, dog. Nope.
Hell, this is 1-on-1. This is 1-on-1 match.
Nope, he ain't here. 1-on-1.
Now, if we get a prediction, if one of our predictions doesn't happen, it doesn't count towards the losses, but it can add towards the wins. If we get a prediction right, so it's almost like calling the winner of the match right. If we get a prediction right, all right. So we'll go through the matches first. So first and foremost, we got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Who you got? I got Drew too.
I'm going with Drew.
I think they building Drew up.
After the year he's held, they kind of have to build Drew. Also that, and like, I don't quite think that the entire Bloodline saga is over with yet.
Nah, it's not.
So like, Jey can still like have his solo run, but not be pushed because we still have to he still kind of has to like get backlogged into the bloodline drama. So that's another reason why I'm going.
Yeah, this is the way to get him back into the bloodline drama. This also sees why I'm so high on that Cody Roman match, man, because we still seeing ramifications from that match. So what is Roman gonna do now? Because in my opinion, I don't know if you saw the beginning of SmackDown. You see the beginning of SmackDown?
I didn't see the beginning.
I ain't gonna tell you what happens, but Drew is going after everybody. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. So
I mess with anybody get it, Drew, dog.
This is Game of Thrones. Take no prisoners, Drew. Like he go after somebody new tonight that's related to the story. So this has to lead up to a match with Roman. It has to. It has to. I don't know. We don't know if it happens at WrestleMania. It has to. So how is Roman going to be different? We're going to talk about Roman Reigns in a second, but how is he going to be different now and things like that? Is he going to...
What's crazy is when that happens, the roles will be reversed. The last time they faced each other, Drew was the face and Roman was the ultimate heel.
Yeah.
Now, long-term story. I love it.
The roles reverse, man. We're going to see. We're going to see if he's going to be the one to step up. Like, yeah, you went after Sammy, you went after Jay. Now I got to deal with you. We're going to see if that happens, man. But I'm with you. I got Drew. I don't see Drew losing this match. Let's go to Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Women's World Championship is on the line. And the last woman standing match. Who do you have? I'm going to be honest, man. I think Mommy wins just because a lot of these predictions is based on what I think is going to happen WrestleMania season.
That's why I'm with you. I have to play chess. I have to think.
Yeah.
I have to think ahead about what I think is going to happen. So that's why I have Murphy.
We in a new era now. We in the Trips era. We're not in the Vince McMahon era where last minute decisions are being made. Like, they've already got this mapped out as far as like, if anybody watched the behind the scenes for WrestleMania 40, he talked about how they pretty much had the card laid out for WrestleMania 40 in October. So whatever they do in January, we got to assume that it's the same blueprint, that they got the stuff mapped out.
But also, like, let's just say Liv wins, right? That means Rhea should no longer be involved, like, in this title picture, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like,
she would.
So, yeah.
The only thing that I could see happening is I could see Rhea winning the Rumble. And then she go after.
I don't have Rhea winning the Rumble.
I don't either. I'm just saying. I could see a scenario where she does win the Rumble, and then she goes after Nia Jax or whoever has the WWE a women's universalship or whatever.
I agree.
It could be a situation. I'm gonna be honest. I want Liv to win. Well, let's be clear. I want Liv to win. I think the year she had last year needs to be rewarded. However, when you're trying to sell WrestleMania tickets in Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? You got to go with the top dog. And right now, as far as merchandise, it has been Liv, but the biggest star of the two is no question Rhea Ripley. So I think to set up what's about to happen next at Mania, you got to think about it like this: like, who is it going to mean more for the Rumble winner to go after, Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm with you. I got Rhea too. Let's get into what's probably going to be the co-main event of the night. Well, they already confirmed it's a co-main event. The Tribal Combat match between the OTC and the current Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa. Who you got?
I'll defer to you on this one.
I got Roman, man. Once again, this plays into what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
Wait, you said it's the co-main event?
Yeah, this they already said the main event is Seth versus Punk, and they're not walking it back. You know how Bad Blood they had said Drew versus Punk was going to be the main event, and they walked it back. They're not walking this back. Seth versus Punk.
That might change my answer then.
So
that changed my answer.
I still think The Rock comes back. Netflix.
If it would have gone on last, I would 1,000% say The Rock was going to get involved in the match, and I would have had my winner that way. But now you just like whole main event.
But here's my thing. I think you could still do that, and here's why. I think this Netflix on Raw is going to be about so many moments happening. Like,
there's going to be a lot of moments.
Yeah, I think this is the one instance where you can have The Rock come out in the middle of the show, and they still like be energized and stuff like that. So I think The Rock still comes back. I think it's after the match though. I don't think it's during the match. I think about it like this. Once again, if WrestleMania wasn't factored in, I might go solo. But with WrestleMania being factored in, how do you have Roman Reigns walk into WrestleMania without being the tribal chief? Like, once again, we got to think about marquee matchups and how you're going to build people up towards WrestleMania.
All
and
right.
I think he has to have the Ula Fala walking into WrestleMania.
So if you want to talk about money matches, let's talk about just long-term storybooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need the Ula Fala if The Rock cost him the match, and then it's Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
But if The Rock, all right, so if The Rock costs him the match, though, what are they fighting for?
Now you owe my respect. You owe me my fade, dog. This is something you owe me my fade, dog. Now you caused me to be the tribal chief. Now I want a piece of your ass. Like you got to run my fade.
It could be that, or it could be.
You call yourself Mr. Electricity. What better stage to do it than WrestleMania?
Then that means, so once again, like, because, all right, so Roman has made it clear that his number one priority is getting the Ula Fala back, right? So that means he's still going to have to go through Solo at one point. But what if The Rock comes back after the match, seeing that Solo couldn't get the job done, and they're like, you know what? I want to be tribal chief. And that's how you set up that match between Rock and Roman. Yeah, Rock come back after the match is over with. Roman thinks The Rock is going to embrace him. Rock hits him with a rock bottom, makes it clear like he's going after the Ula Fala. That could happen. It's a lot of stuff that could happen, man.
If it was going on last, I would pick Solo. But now that you said main, I'm going Roman.
And then on top of that, like, we don't know. There's rumors going around that they talking about doing John Cena versus Cody at WrestleMania 41. They talking about they might be doing Roman versus Rock. I've seen Roman versus Punk fly out there for WrestleMania 41. I've seen Roman versus who the other one. I've seen Roman versus somebody I can't remember. It wasn't Solo. Matter of fact, I saw another rumor that they might talk about doing Roman versus Jacob. So it's so many rumors going out there, but I don't see, like, we're at the point of the bloodline story now where Solo no longer needs to be tribal chief. Solo has done a phenomenal job, right? But we're at the point now where it's like, all right, it's time for Roman to get the Ula Fala back, and then we pick up the story and see what happens next.
So then what happens to the new bloodline?
They rejoin with the OGs, but it be on two separate brands. I think the OG bloodline is like runs Raw, and then the new bloodline does SmackDown, because reports came out saying that the OG bloodline is going to be on Raw. So Jimmy is going to move over to Raw. Roman's going to be on Raw. And Sammy and Jay are already on Raw. So what could happen is Roman, and it works because Roman's not there week to week anyway, but it could be a situation with Roman where you have one bloodline on SmackDown, one bloodline on Raw, and they're trying to run things over. So Solo could still be like a co-chief or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the beauty of all of this is this is a prediction. We don't know how this really gonna play out.
I like to make my wheels turn. I like to try to see what could be mapped out. So I'm going Roman.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Roman. I wouldn't be mad if Solo won, but I think we reached the point where
it won't be clean though.
It definitely, either way, if Solo wins, it's not gonna be clean. It's not gonna be clean. But Roman needs a victory as far as continuing this hero's journey. So yeah, I'm going Roman. You going Roman? All right. So and then last one. This is. I knew these three that we just said. I knew me and you was gonna be one-on-one in line. This is where I'm curious to see where we're going. So the main event, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, is finally taking place. Who are you going with?
This is the one that I've been deliberating on, trying to, again, playing chess, trying to think if it starts here, where do we end up? I'm on number one because I don't think this would be the only match that these two have.
I agree.
I kind of want to say it'll be like a double DQ or like something's gonna happen to where we protect both people. But I don't want to back myself into a corner like that. But seeing that how I think the plan is to give this man his main event moment at WrestleMania, I'm gonna go with CM Punk.
A lot of things could happen in this match.
First, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I firmly believe, and we could mark this down as a prediction for me if you want. I don't know if you had. I think you got the same prediction though. So if you do, then we're not gonna mark it down. But I think Drew is gonna get involved in one of those matches that we just talked about, either Seth versus Punk.
I can see. I think the one with Drew. Yeah, the one with Roman. Sorry.
Or either Roman versus Solo. Now, if Drew gets involved in that match, Solo's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Once again, though, I just don't see like what happens with Roman if he loses this match. So, like, how do you build? The only way to build him back up, if he can't get the Ulo Fala, because this is it. Like, this is the end of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be a rematch. Like, this is the way they put it. This is one and done. Like, we've had this going on for long enough. Yeah, like they not running this back.
What about Ulo Fala versus Correa?
That could happen at Mania or Elimination Chamber.
Ulo Fala is, I'll walk away. You'll be the only tribal chief. I'll leave.
But how does he agree to? I like that, but how does he agree with Solo to get him the rematch?
Think about it. You have the privilege of saying you ended Roman Reigns' career, and I'm not talking about I'll come back for WrestleMania. I'm not talking about I'm gone. It is over. You're the only tribal chief forever. And I will acknowledge you.
That could happen. I like that. That could happen. But but if Drew gets involved, Solo wins. And I ain't gonna lie, Drew costing Roman that victory, that would be supreme storytelling. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't like the outcome, but the storytelling would be crazy. But once again, it would have to lead to a match between Drew and Roman at some point.
It would. Yeah, it would. Yeah.
But back to Punk versus Seth. Who you say you?
One of the next two pay-per-views is Royal Rumble.
Nah, so they got one more Saturday night main event.
Not worried about that.
They got Elimination Rumble February 1st, Elimination Chamber a month later, and then WrestleMania.
So what if, right? And I'm just like spitballing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if, let's say, Drew gets involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drew gets involved, whatever. We do a beatdown angle. We don't see Roman for the main event. He's in the Rumbles after that a month later, right?
Yeah. Now what could happen?
The Rumbles at the end of February, right?
Nah, the Rumble's February 1st.
Yeah, beatdown. We don't see Roman until the Rumble, and he offers Drew the Rumble. Like, he eliminates him or gets him eliminated or something like that. Like, Roman's not officially in the match, but he comes out and gets Drew eliminated.
Yeah, that could happen too. It's a lot of scenarios where this could happen, man. But I mean, you know, Drew could come out to try to call Solo the match, and then Sammy and Jay and all them could come out and beat up Jimmy or whatever. I mean, not Jimmy, Drew. So it's a lot of scenarios in which this could happen, man. I do think Roman wins. You said you got Punk winning versus Seth?
Yeah, I got Punk.
I got Punk too, man. Only because Seth should win this match. It should be Seth, right? But
I don't mind Punk winning because it's going more than one match. So Punk could win the first one and Seth could win the feud.
Yeah, all right. So I think Seth should win the feud. But with Punk, if you builded him up towards like him having a big spot at Mania, then this could be it. However, what could happen is that he loses to Seth. And he decides, you know what I'm saying, and then they have another interaction in the Royal Rumble. One of them costs each other the match. They might run into each other in Elimination Chamber, and then we might get, you know what, like, in order for me to get over this next hump to get to what I want, I got to end you at Mania. So we might get a situation like that. But for Punk, though, I think this is, once again, it's all about, I don't see him beating Drew in Hell in a Cell and then losing his first match to Seth Rollins. And this might be, because I don't think, you said something on the last podcast, you think Cody is starting this heel turn. I don't think they're going to turn Cody heel no time soon.
I would appreciate it, but I don't think so either.
He's too big of a baby face right now, man. He's making too much money. He's been rock solid for the company.
He'll make money too, then
they can't have it. No, but all right, so heels can make money too, but they have enough heels already that's making money. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
If they needed a heel, then yes, but they don't need a heel right now. What they need is Cody, like, being a baby face. because you don't have Roman there. We think about it. Who's the other star babyface in the company, male wise, that does what Cody does as far as like the TV shows, the podcast? You know what I'm saying? Being like that brand ambassador, along with having great matches. You know what I'm saying? And they cheer for him. You hilarious. And they cheer for him week to week, every week. Titus O'Neil ain't in this equation now. We're not gonna do
the bros, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna do Titus like that, man. But yeah, they don't have another male babyface that can do what Cody does right now, in my opinion. Unless there's one other option, but they're not gonna put the belt on him yet. Jey Uso could do it, but they're not gonna put the belt on him yet. So yeah, they need Cody, man, to be a face. So, but if they are planning on turning himself heel, this could be the start of it. Him losing his mind because he lost to CM Punk.
Mad King is back.
Yeah, so I want to say Seth bad, but I'm gonna go Punk. I think Punk wins this match. All right, so I mean, me and you, we got the same pick, so we gotta have some predictions, man. So I'm gonna go first. I have a prediction.
The predictions don't count to the match, though, right?
What you mean?
Like we locked up, so I'm still champ, right?
No, all right. So it depends. I remember what we said in the beginning of the show.
Oh, if you get one right, okay.
Yeah, now I'm talking about like, so what we about to do now is show predictions, because we know these not gonna be the only 4 things that go on the card.
Okay.
So what predictions do you have on the show that could happen? And once again, if you don't get it right, then it doesn't count like against you. But if you get it right, this is how we break the tie. If you get a prediction right, then it counts towards your win-loss. So I'm gonna go first.
If we have the same prediction, does it count?
Nah, we can't have the same predictions. That's why I said that. That's why I said
I think me and you are locked in on one. You go first. I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
So I think the Wyatt Six is gonna make a crazy impact on Raw Netflix. Like they're gonna have another one of those scenes that they had when they initially debuted, when it looked like the whole backstage was slaughtered. I think they're gonna do something like that. I think they're gonna make like a long-standing impact. Like it's gonna be one of those days where we're gonna be watching the play-by-play. I think they're gonna try to steal the show. They're gonna do something crazy to Final Testament, whatever, on Netflix.
So I will accept your prediction, but on the caveat of we're gonna have an independent third party say that was crazy or memorable or not. Because they could do something that you think was crazy and I don't think was crazy. So in that way will be that we have to have a third party independent say if that was crazy, memorable or not.
Nah, I mean, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be very similar to how they debuted. I think they're gonna go back to that because they're on Netflix now. You know, you remember how they
did amazing debut, right? But what if it's something not up to that ilk? Can I say, no, that wasn't nothing like their debut?
No, my prediction is it's up to that.
So that's what I'm saying. I think we get lost in translation here. Like they could do something, right? Which you think that was like, yo, Shaq, that was crazy. That memorable. People can talk about that forever, and I can go, nah, that's just all right. Nah, that was cool. I could go. It's cool.
So let's stream like this real quick. My prediction is not just that they'll do something crazy. I think it's gonna be crazy to the extent of how they debut. That's what I'm saying. I think what they're gonna do on Raw Netflix is gonna be exactly how they debut. I think it's gonna be blood involved. I think it's gonna be like a movie type of thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But very similar to how they debuted on Netflix. But to your caveat, I do agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I say they did something crazy, we can have somebody decide, or we can go by how the stuff is going up on social media. Because when they debuted on social media, I want to say that got like 100 million views, something like that. So we can go by the posts of social media too. But that's when I think I think they've been holding back Wyatt Six for Raw on Netflix. But I think how they debut was a preview of what's going to happen on Raw on Netflix. And I think they're gonna make another victim. I also think well, never mind. I'm not gonna say my second prediction. My second prediction ties along to something that could happen with the Wyatt Six, but you go ahead. What do you think is gonna happen on the show?
What do you think? Because I know where you're going with that. I think I'm trying to word this so I can get credit for both of them. Okay, perfect. I think either Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch make their return and stake their claim on the title.
I could see that happening. I ain't gonna say that's the same prediction, but I could see that happening. We just don't know which one.
I know where you're going with the Wyatt.
So all right, now I'm gonna put pressure on you. I'm gonna put pressure on you.
Huh?
No or who debuts?
So I said that because they're both not gonna return on Raw. What doesn't return on Raw is gonna return at the Rumble.
Okay. So which one? We can't say or. I need a solid prediction.
I tried.
Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Charlotte or Becky?
I'm gonna go with Becky just because they brought her name up on Monday. I'm gonna go with Becky. Becky returns at Raw. Charlotte returns at the Rumble.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so my second prediction is that I think Alexa Bliss comes back.
I know. Once you said that, I knew go with that.
And they've already said, reports already came out that the Wyatt Six, I think their WrestleMania feud is going to be Judgment Day. So obviously something's going to happen. They're going to end Final Testament Monday. And they're going to start this program with Judgment Day or whatnot. But I think there's going to be something, there may be a QR code or something in the background or whatever that's going to hint to the Wyatt Six trying to recruit Alexa Bliss. I do believe that. I don't know if it's going to be like up front, something blatant, or it's going to be something where we didn't notice it at the time and then we go on social media and we're like, oh, I didn't see this in the background or whatever. But I do think they're going to try to, I don't think Wyatt Six is about that sixth person being Bray Wyatt's memory. I think they save it. I think Alexa Bliss comes back as Little Miss Bliss. And then Uncle Howdy try to recruit the process. So that's my second one. You got another prediction? We ain't got to have a certain number, but
all right.
I got another prediction too, but go ahead.
I think, well, we know John Cena is going to be there, right? So yes, John Cena is going to be there.
Right.
I think we find out who his opponent is going to be, his first feud or opponent is going to be. And I'm going to predict that during John Cena's speech or whatever, yada, yada, he gets attacked by Braun Breaker.
I like that. I'm gonna throw a wrench in there.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna take your prediction, and I'm gonna say who I think would be the ones to come out and interfere, or either attack him or either set up another feud.
Yeah, either attack or set up a feud. Yeah.
I'm going with the New Day. I'm
with it. I'm
gonna go with the New Day. I'm gonna go with all right, so
you're going Mega Heat from the New Day.
Yeah, I'm going Mega Heat. It's gonna be crazy. It could be Dominic Mysterio, but I'm going New Day. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna have Mega Heat. All right, and then my next prediction is that Tiffany Stratton cashes in.
This is my last one.
If that's we can't have the same one. So that was
gonna be my last one. My last one.
We can scratch that one there because we both thinking aloud on that one. Do I have any more predictions for Raw on Netflix?
Penix Jr. debuts.
Oh, that's already confirmed.
Oh, they should. I know that. Okay.
Yeah, they confirmed that last Monday when they had the teaser trailer for him.
Okay.
Who's so we can do this. Who's gonna be the person that he fused with? Who does he have a match against?
Let me take a look at Raw.
Who's gonna be the person that he has a match with?
Let me take a look at the Raw roster real quick, just so I can see everybody on the roster. Give me a second.
I got one more prediction too.
Nope, nobody on this row. Possibly. Say your last prediction while I'm looking at this. Go ahead. Say your last prediction. You heard me, Quincy?
What you say?
Say your last prediction while I'm looking at this, trying to see who is the next feud to be here.
So let's see. My last prediction. I think I just had a thought in my head. Well, I'm gonna tell you who I think he gonna wrestle. I'm going Carmelo Hayes. Penta. I think Penta wrestle Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo on SmackDown?
Yeah, but they gonna have. They already confirmed some SmackDown people are gonna be on Raw for this episode.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was at the Raw roster.
Yeah, they're bringing the whole house for Monday.
I could see Carmelo.
That's why That's why I had Tiffany cashing in.
Got you. I could see Carmelo. If you say Carmelo, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to say Pete Dunne.
Hey. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, and then I just had my last prediction. My last prediction is that Randy Orton makes his return on Netflix.
That's a prediction, though?
Yeah, because they haven't said exactly when he's coming back. So I think he comes back. We're on Netflix. Like a situation where Kevin Owens or somebody tries to attack, you know what I'm saying, Cody, Randy comes out of nowhere. I think Randy returns Monday.
Randy Orton, I think that was like a...
They haven't said when he coming back. So
I think that was kind of like let me just put this layup in there. All right. I think I need one more just in case.
You need a few more.
Yeah, one more. Let me think. Prediction.
Oh, while we're doing this, I want to make sure because I have an update for you that you haven't read yet based on what just happened on SmackDown. All right, so while we're doing this prediction, I want to be fair. So what happened tonight on SmackDown was that Paul Heyman pretty much came out and said we're going to find out who the real tribal chief is Monday. So this is a one-on-one kind of one-and-done thing. I said pretty much, hold on. All right, so Paul Heyman is going to be the one holding the Ula Fala during the match. And whoever wins the match, Paul Heyman has to be the one to put the Ula Fala around their neck and has to acknowledge them as a tribal chief. So whoever wins, he has to be the one to put the Ula Fala around the winner's neck and acknowledge them as a tribal chief. Does that change your prediction? Yeah, I think it's the perfect moment for Raw Netflix. And I'm sold now. Roman gets back to Ula Fala. Full circle moment from Paul Heyman saying that Solo was not his tribal chief. Paul Heyman puts the Ula Fala around his neck. Then the music dropped for The Rock. That's where I'm going. I'm sold now, 100%. But I wanted to make sure you knew that, because that just came to my feed. All right. Do we have any more predictions?
Then keep talking. I'm just trying to.
Would it be a title change?
Yeah, we said Tiffany. We said Tiffany's cashing in.
Yeah, we said Tiffany. Any other title changes though? Okay, but I do think Tiffany cashes in. I think that's it. I think that's it for my predictions. Matter of fact, I got one more just in case.
Can't do that. Oh, can't do that, man.
What you mean?
Got to do one more. Nah, I got one just to make sure that it lines up.
Matter of fact, I got one more.
You kid? I mean, I got to come up with another one.
Hey,
I got one. Yeah, I got one.
But
AJ Styles returns. The phenomenal one returns.
That's a good one.
The phenomenal one returns the team.
And I got one more. This is my last one.
Go ahead.
We found out who attacked Jade Monday.
If you say that, then I say Jade Cargill returns.
That's the same thing.
What? No,
because we found out. Because my prediction is that
how we know it was Jade that. How we know it was How we know that with that she could they could just do some video or something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, my prediction was she comes back and fights whoever attacked her.
You just said we find out who attacks her. That's what you said. That's what you said.
Well, my prediction is that she returning. So that means we can't do it because we got to. Nah, that's the same prediction. We can't do that one. Because that's pretty much what my prediction was. She
wins again with semantics. There we go.
There you go. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, man.
Yes, man, yeah.
So, looking forward to Raw on Netflix, man. Hopefully, we'll be live on Twitch. I'm not going to make that promise yet. I got it.
I kind of wish this was last week when we were still off, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
But hopefully, that snow comes through, give us a little delay.
Man,
stop speaking
we in the 757. We don't get snow, dog.
Look at the system, man.
We don't get snow.
It's predicted.
And I looked at the weather is supposed to snow, and then an hour later it's supposed to rain.
But it's cold. It's cold. It's been free. The freeze. Ice is all we're worried about on the ground. That's all we need is the ice, and the school buses can't go get the kids.
I see you Monday at 7, brother. I see you Monday at 7, dog.
You mean 7:20 when you walk in the building?
But to all my people who still watch wrestling, man, y'all follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We on most social media platforms. Look out for us soon. We're gonna start dropping stuff on what is it? Our podcast? I forgot what we call it. iTunes. We're gonna be on iTunes, Google Play, and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for us there.
Go ahead, drop us a like, drop us some comments,
subscribe,
follow us on everything. Subscribe, man. Help us out, man. We try to do this for the culture
and debate with us, man. We love to talk wrestling, man.
Yeah, man. We love to talk wrestling. I love wrestling, man. Loved it for a long time, man. But
yeah, man. But until next time, man. Y'all be blessed, man. See y'all Monday for Raw Netflix.
Sir, Happy New Year to y'all. Love y'all.